So, Isaac, what I wanted to do earlier is I wanted to go over some current events in a debate format.
Okay.
I was going to have Dino take on Rat Dick Ralph, but I'm starting to think now it might be more interesting to have Rat Dick Ralph take on Isaac Butterfield.
In a rap battle?
No. How about in a rat battle too? But
My name is Rat
Dick.
Dick. I like to smoke foreskin. That doesn't rap
Isaac,
at all.
would you rather debate Rat Dick Ralph or would you rather watch Dino over there debate?
I'll debate.
Beautiful.
I'm a good debater.
Yes.
Austin, when you can, let's get back to the keyboard. Let's pull up some game show music, and we're going to hit him with some questions.
And also,
Rat Dick Ralph?
It was her choice,
The
too.
debate starts now.
I hope it was her choice.
I'm the moderator, but I have no idea how actual debates run. So this is going to go off
What are we
intuition.
debating, for one?
You,
All right.
the two of you, rather,
All right, let's do it.
are going to pretend for the next minute or so that you're financial planners.
Sheesh. All right.
The first issue, how would you advise your client to brace himself or herself for a high inflation environment? Rat Dick, you have the floor.
A high inflation environment. Oh, shit. We need to start,
Into the mic, baby.
you need to start saving your money and selling drugs, selling mushrooms. You just start growing mushrooms in your closet and start preparing to sell those mushrooms because that's how you can get extra money. You know what I mean, boys?
Inflation-proof fungus. Genius.
Yeah, inflation, exactly. And then you have to spend money on drugs too. You just grow your own.
That is actually good.
Right.
If you have a nasty drug habit, having your own on hand.
And I spend at least like maybe $200 at the sesh each week. So if I could cut that down by stopping spending at least 80, I spend maybe $80 a week on shrooms. If I cut that down by growing my own, solid.
So your 44-year-old conservative white woman client just walked out the door. We'll see if Isaac Butterfield can do better with his. Isaac.
I mean, the mushroom was probably where I was going to head as well.
Understandable.
Although, perhaps investing in something that inflation doesn't hit as much. Perhaps something like gold. You could invest your money in gold. Have something physical that you can hold. Perhaps even something a little bit less valuable than gold. Perhaps copper. Copper's quite a expensive thing. You could also
have a counterpoint. Isn't there like some sort of clam we could shove up Danny's ass because it's so tight and it'll turn into a pearl?
That is.
Don't interrupt him while
we
he's
just get
speaking.
a bunch of pearls
This
out
is
of
his
Danny's
time.
asshole. You know what I mean? You're not mad about that, right? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Let Mr. Butterfield finish his point.
Clams do that. They shove speeds up their fucking ass or something.
They don't do that. They don't
How's
have
the
hands.
How's the Carlo Rossi?
It's going good. Well, I'm trying to
What
finish
about
this
what other textiles other than pearls do you reckon we could invest in?
anal beads.
Anal beads.
But yeah, well, you could use pearls. Mate, I reckon we take all the cash.
Yeah.
I reckon we bundle it together.
Yeah.
We put it in the mushroom plantation. I think that's the move.
That's the investment.
That's
Forget
the
gold.
investment. Forget gold.
Could
I
grow
think
a
it's
lot
in
of mushrooms
mushrooms.
in here.
I think we need psychedelic. If inflation continues to rise, Putin keeps moving into the Ukraine, perhaps even NATO joins.
Yeah.
We're going to need psychedelics to move through the nuclear winter, and I think
Absolutely.
Rat Dick is onto a winner.
Absolutely, because you need to be high as fuck if there's
So,
like bombs.
you do.
flying.
At first-
you need to be able to run, right?
As the moderator, at first I was liking Isaac's argument about gold. It's called a hard asset, Rat Dick Ralph. There's a finite...
no pun intended, right?
Don't interrupt me either. There's a finite amount. They can mine a little bit more, maybe 2% more a year. It's true.
But it holds its value.
Absolutely. Unlike cash, which the government is printing like fucking crackheads as we speak.
Crackhead, yeah.
I liked Isaac's answer, but then when he started talking about bringing NATO and Putin into the mushroom farm,
Jesus.
that made me realize that Rat Dick Ralph is the winner of round number one. It's
Rat
genius.
Dick, baby.
It's genius.
If I win this, we gotta do a Rat Dick Ralph chant, obviously.
The next question.
Next question. Wait, should we know what to do with the podcast? We could extend the podcast. We've never done this before. We'll walk to the liquor store and snort a dick pill. That would be the end of the fucking podcast, boys.
Isaac, you sure you don't want to take this guy back to Australia with you? Do you need a writer down there?
I think I do. I think you would be very well received.
If you could hide me in your luggage, let's go. Are you taking a boat?
I could hide your dick.
Are you taking a boat? Let's take a boat.
Yeah, take a boat. We'll take a boat.
Ralph, I'm not sure where to take this, but we're going to move on to question number 2.
All right. Hopefully it's not about fucking animals.
I guess we'll actually start with Isaac.
Thank you.
Isaac Butterfield.
Well done.
He's a right cunt. Isaac, in Florida,
Yes.
controversy has arisen surrounding a certain bill, nicknamed the Don't Say Gay Bill, that while some people, certain Disney employees, say endangers trans lives, the real wording of the bill essentially says that you cannot go up to a 1st through 3rd grader and talk to them about transitioning genders or homosexuality. If you worked at Disney, what stance would you take on this topic and why?
Well, that music really...
It's very distracting.
It's very distracting. So I actually wrote a video about this yesterday, and we went to Disneyland yesterday, and I thought about it, and I know that Walt Disney's head would be absolutely spinning in the cryogenic chamber that it now lives in. He is not for progressivism or wokeism or whatever you want to call it, because he used to hang around some very interesting characters. He, I believe, used to hang around some people that may or may not have been a part of the Nazi Party. He also referred to...
I just read a mini biography on him on an airplane on the way back from Alaska. I don't think those were accurate, those claims.
Don't think?
He was conservative, though, a political conservative, more so later in his life.
He referred to the Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, as an N-word pile.
Wow.
They're all white, though.
Yeah, I know. It's very intriguing.
Well, maybe it's because it's grumpy and sleepy and...
King Croc, don't let him say that shit.
It took me a second.
He also didn't trust women or cats, which I think is a position we can all agree upon.
Oh,
Sure.
come on.
Right.
He loves cats.
I have a cat.
So that's very offensive to
I
you.
got something to say.
Well, no. Isaac Butterfield is not done with his argument.
Okay.
I'm setting it up.
Okay.
So, if I was from Disney,
Yeah.
and let's say I am Disney's principal, I think she's a chairman, whatever she is, and she came out the other week and she has a transgender child and a pansexual child.
Yes.
Now, pansexuality isn't a thing.
Yes.
Let's be honest. It's bisexuality. Stop making up words. That's the most hate I've ever got from any LGBT community when I said that.
You denied pansexualism.
Yeah, I said it's
Really?
not a thing. I said
I've multiple times looked up the definition of it, too, and I'm none the wiser.
I can't. Can you try to explain what pansexual is?
Pansexuality is where you're not attracted to the gender, you're attracted to the person. So you're not necessarily, you like men or women, you like whatever, which to me is bisexuality.
Or
call
just a
that-
confused young man.
Or
Ratchet
greed. I
Ralph,
call
you would
that
do some
greedy.
gay shit if you were tripping, right?
I don't know. Not now that I have a good girlfriend.
The amount of Rossi you've drank, I think the answer is going to be yes.
No, I fuck with chicks. That's all I fuck with.
Fair.
That's all I gotta say.
That is fair.
Yeah.
So, my stance at Disney would be, hey, if we really look like we really care about LGBTQIA plus issues, we're gonna make a lot of money. Yeah. We're gonna make good cash, right? And if we have the 50% more LGBTQIA plus characters and racial minorities, we're gonna look really, really good in the woke community and make more cash.
Sure.
And
Absolutely.
that's what I would do.
If-
because it's a business.
Now, did you have a good time at Disneyland?
We had a great time.
Yeah,
it's hilarious though. You pay $150 US to walk in there, and then it's a ride, then 15 shops, then another ride, then another 15 shops. It's hilarious. It's a money-making venture.
Yeah.
That fucking music, Daddy.
I know.
It's bad. Ratic, you're going to have a chance now to rebuttal the point Isaac is making.
All right, I have
that
a good
Disney should lean into the LGBTQ plus IA propaganda for the sake of profit.
Wasn't the question about little kids being fucking faggots? I think it's okay to call a faggot a faggot. All
So you're
right?
taking the opposite stance.
No, it's okay to call a faggot, and Leo knows this because he's called me a faggot.
Really?
Remember when you were all dressed up as the Grim Reaper and you're like faggot, and I'm like hell yeah.
Hey, you
bro.
knew that was me the whole time?
That was a good clip.
Well, no. Well, honestly, I was tripping really fucking hard. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then I was like, I touched you. I'm like, okay, this is probably
Ratic,
Leo.
I
But
just
then
wanna point
everyone
out
said it
that-
wasn't. So I'm like, am I having a psychotic break right now?
You have drank in a quart of Carlo Rossi.
That's a
I'm
lot.
trying to
man.
finish this whole thing.
No. Can somebody,
nobody
Dino?
can't take it from me.
Yes. Actually, King Croc, we're
I gotta
deploying
finish
you.
No, I'm gonna finish it.
King Croc is the security guard. You're not finishing that. King Croc, your job right now is to wrestle that away.
Pry it from your cold, dead
Let me
hands.
finish a little more than you can take.
Raddick, the problem
I'm not even
is,
buzzed yet.
if you drink that, you're going to be on my hands.
No,
I'm not going to
buzzed yet.
care for you all
Come on,
night.
We just
I'm
got to
an
get him
alcoholic
into.
now.
We just
I
got to
drank
get him
a
into
whole
Uber.
bottle of,
Let's just Uber him back home.
No, he cannot drink that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, by myself.
He's
I
drank
mixed,
half the Carlo Rossi, Leo.
I know, and that's vinegar at this point.
It's been
let's be
aged
honest.
to perfection.
No. King Croc, you got a job. You got to stop him from drinking that anymore.
You're being cut off,
Good
Raddick.
podcast without alcohol.
King Croc,
a
do
fucking
everybody a
alcoholic.
favor. Please dump out the contents of
That's
that bottle in
fucked.
the lawn, if that's all right.
It's time to put that to bed.
I'm gonna go take a quick dab though.
It's
all right?
lasted 4 years. You haven't made your point. All you've said were some hateful things.
I can't believe you said that.
So, Raddick, the reading lists in elementary schools. Too radical? Too sexualized?
I'm not
Critical
gonna
race
say more
theory.
Stupid shit, bro. I don't understand.
So Isaac wins the debate.
Yep.
Isaac.
Damn it.
We're 1-all. We're 1-all. You won the first one.
Oh, so it's 1-1 right now?
I was scoring the thing as a whole.
Okay.
And I left to go smoke, so I lost a round.
You did lose that round.
Yeah.